Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So, day 2 of week 2 of the Major 2 qualifiers wrapped up I'd have to say about 30-45 minutes ago. I meant to do the day 1 video yesterday, but when I got off of the game last night, I was just tired. I just want to go to bed. So, I was going to make a 2-day video right here today. So, getting ahead of myself. First of all, I love that. That light right there is so cool. I have an Optic Texas jersey coming in. It's pre-ordered. It won't be shipping until like April, I believe. I think. Don't quote me, man. Don't quote me. And I'm also going to Major 3 the Major 3 tournament in Atlanta. I'm happy, so pumped about that. But we're going to go ahead and switch views real quick. So, kicking the day off yesterday, you had Vancouver Surge against FaZe Vegas, and no lie, that went exactly like I thought it was going to. There was no surprises there at all. The only thing where there was any competition was in the Den Search and Destroy. I mean, Colossus Hardpoint 250 to 189, Den Search and Destroy 6-4. I mean, there was competition there. They were making pushes and winning some rounds there, but in the Colossus Hardpoint and the Den Overload, they just didn't have it against FaZe Vegas. They got one score, and FaZe Vegas ruled the rest of the map. I mean, it was just total annihilation of Vancouver Surge yesterday, as it usually is. I mean, for some reason this year, they just are not good. I don't know. But then you had Riyadh Falcons against Cloud9, the new Cloud9 squad. And I'm not gonna say that it was a total steamroll. They are showing that they have potential to be a really, really good squad, but they have a lot of room to grow and get better. Colossus Hardpoint 250 to 210. It was a close game. That one was a really, really close game. Not gonna lie on that one. I was a bit surprised. Then the Scar Search and Destroy 6-3. Falcons lost that one. I was thoroughly surprised for that. I did not expect that. But then the Scar Overload 7-2. Den Hardpoint 250 to 83. I mean, it was. They showed signs of life, but at the same time, they dipped off on the latter half. It was just they had nothing on that latter half. It was total annihilation. I hate to put it that way, but it was total annihilation. But then, ending the night off last night, you had Los Angeles Thieves against Toronto Koi. Yeah, the first half was a really close match. Really close match. Scar Hardpoint 221 to 250. And honestly, I really thought Toronto Koi was going to have that map. I really did. I expected them to take the Scar Hardpoint. But there toward the end, the Thieves, they turned it around and pushed and won it. But then Colossus Search and Destroy went to a round 11, and it was a nail biter. I mean, but the LA Thieves won it. I mean, they are just relentless with that new player Neo on there. I mean, they are relentless. But then Den Overload 4-1. I mean, that's the one map that they won, and for some reason, the LA Thieves, they just did not play well on that map. Um, they were making some bad plays on that map, some really bad plays. But then the Colossus hardpoint, 250 to 159. I mean, not a total steamroll, but at the same time, it's not good either. It's not good. So, yeah, it was interesting. But then kicking today off, you had Toronto Koi against G2 Minnesota. That was interesting. Again, was not a total steamroll. 250 to 174 on the Den hardpoint. The raid search and destroy 6 to 5. I honestly thought that G2 was going to have this one. I thought they was going to win this one. But then Koi pulled out a hero play there toward the end and pop, took them out, and they won it. Den Overload, 3 to 2. It was a very close match. Very close match. But in the end, Toronto Koi come out on top. They have turned around and from what they were, and they have got a lot better. They did add one new player, Kips was his name, Kips. I don't recall who they traded, but they added a new player, Kips, and he seems to be the change that they needed to start winning again. So, yeah. But then you got LA Thieves against Boston Breach, and let's just say that was... I mean, it speaks for itself. They put up a fight in the first one, 250 to 179 on the Blackheart hardpoint, but 6070. Need I say more? Need I say more? It just, they were, wow. It was just really, really interesting. Scrap, Abizi, Neum, they were just, I mean, they were killing. I can't think of the other player on LA Thieves. I can't think of his name. Scrap, Abizi, Neum. I can't think of his name. I cannot think of the other player. Oh, wait, never mind. Here we go. Hydra. That's right, Hydra. I mean, they were popping off. It was just... Especially these last two matches. I mean, they were just popping off. And then, the Paris Gentlemates against the Carolina Roy Ravens. And let's just say, I honestly thought the Ravens were going to have more of these maps than they did. The exposure hardpoint, 250 to 217, and that was it was so close. I mean, really, really close. But in the end, they ended up, I think, all four getting killed, and it gave the Paris Gentlemates room to come in there and sweep it out from under their feet. Colossus search and destroy 6 to 3. That just... They were putting up a fight, but they were making some bad plays, and it just didn't quite work out for them. 3 to 1, Den Overload. Yeah, that was a... I don't know what happened to the Paris Gentlemates on that one, but they really didn't have it when they come against the Ravens on Den Overload. The Ravens pretty much steamrolled them in that map. Then Colossus hardpoint, 250 to 242. I thought it was going to go to a game 5. I really thought it was going to go to a game 5. There again, at the very end, all 4 of them got all 4 of them got killed, and Paris Gentlemates pulled out the win. I mean, and they won the series. It was just, it was, whew. I was so hoping that the Ravens were going to win that one. And then, no shocker here, Optic takes us against the Heretics. Optic won. But this was some, whew. This was some good gameplay. I mean, really good gameplay. I mean, Den Hardpoint 200 to 250. I mean, it was so close on his first win that the Heretics pulled out the win. They did pull out the win against Optic on that first map. Then the Den Search and Destroy 6 to 5. It so interesting. I mean, so interesting. And then the Exposure Overload 5 to 3. I mean, this was some close, really close gameplay right here. Then the Scar Hardpoint 250 to 209. I mean, it was a back and forth throughout these entire games. And they interviewed Dashy at the end of their matchup with the Heretics. Let me get it pulled up, and maybe they won't. All right, hopefully I won't get a copyright strike for this. I shouldn't, but if I do, then I may end up having to edit this out of the video. But
Miami Heretics, specifically Metals. Metals was on fire throughout the entirety of the series, it seems. I mean, he opened up the series with a 3-piece and basically didn't slow down from that point.
Yeah, he was going off, man.
That was the point we were making heading into this series, right? Was like, for Miami Heretics, when you have a player like Metals, who was kind of the secondary role filler sub with their previous iteration of this roster last year, and now with Trakes, feels like he has more freedom to go out and be a slayer, maybe something we didn't think he was capable of, and that consistency is what will make them a top team.
It's time for our Monster Winner Spotlight. Dashy on the scene. Big win, taking down Miami Heretics. Dashy, how you feeling, man? That was a good series.
Feeling good. Obviously, had a poor map 1, but bounced back and got the win.
Yeah, that map 2. I think Shotzi kind of stole the show, but also the souls away from Miami Heretics. The way that he locked in was unbelievable. Talk to me about your team, man, because, you know, Qualifier 1, you guys all the way through winners. You get to grand finals. You lose by 1 map. What is this season about? You know, what do you want to achieve for this roster?
I'd love to win champs again. That'd be nice. So definitely just grinding every day, just trying to make sure that we're peaking towards the end of the year. But definitely still want to win these majors, and still got a lot of work to do. I feel like it's a really competitive league this year compared to the last year. So every team's kind of a threat. So just got to make sure we're locked in every day.
Dash, talk to me about the matchup in particular against Heretics. I feel like you guys always deliver us these crazy hard points that are down to the wire. I mean, even your guys' first qualifier match. Why is this so crazy when you go up against Heretics?
I don't know. They just play so weird, and they just love their KDs, and it's just like they just don't want to die. So it's just so awkward on the map. It's so quiet. You think they're flanking, they're not. They're just waiting for, I don't know, the 4 players and the coach maybe to fucking help the break. So, but it's always bangers every time we play them, so it's always fun.
It really is. And then, so I guess we follow up on that. Is there like an adjustment in the way that you guys play when you go up against a team like this? Because we're watching you guys on that Scar, it felt like it was a battle, like the P2 in specific. Everybody just flying, trying to get towards time, knowing that as long as we're around the hill, we're going to have an advantage.
Yeah, there definitely is an adjustment playing those guys compared to the rest of the league, because they have such a unique just play style, the way they play, the way they just think about the game, the way they approach it. So you just can't really, I don't want to say have the everyday habits that you have playing the rest of the league, but you have to just be aware of it, aware of the timings, aware of the flanks, aware of just the little stuff. So
got it. Sounds like Shotzi.
Sounds like somebody that we know.
Bit.
Brandon, kind of going off of that and people like kind of teams playing differently, catching you guys off guard. I said it earlier, I feel like this is the first iteration of the Optic roster that truly when you guys are kind of put your backs against the wall or struggle against teams, you're able in the middle of these series to come back. Like it doesn't seem like the momentum dies for you guys. Do you feel that difference between previous iterations being such a long-standing Optic member yourself, and maybe what attributes to that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a lot of experience just over the years, just understanding that, I mean, there's so many reverse sweeps that happen in every series. Teams just go down 0-1. it's just so normal that I guess over the years you kind of just get better at it. You make adjustments. You kind of understand the situation, understand the game modes, maybe certain team strengths on maps,
Yeah.
Game modes and stuff like that. So just understand that the series isn't over until it's over, and I'm just proud of the boys for staying resilient.
For sure.
Resilience is key, man. You know, I feel like every time a team plays against you, you're always going to get the absolute best version of what they can bring to the table. Everybody
we
wants to
definitely
beat
do.
Optic. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess for you, obviously, Gentlemates, they've got to be on the radar. Is there a specific team, if you can get revenge, especially on land, who do you want?
I mean, definitely Gentlemates. They're just obviously one of the best teams right now. Can't count out FaZe, can't count out Thieves. Toronto's on the upswing as of today, so
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many good teams, so it's just a matter of just making sure that we're doing our thing. So, right about that.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for stopping
Thank
on.
you, guys.
Congratulations on your win, man.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, there it is. Big
Yeah, like I say, that was a really, really good match. It just, I was on the edge of my seat, even though I was playing COD while I was watching it. I was on the edge of my seat, uh, watching that gameplay. It was so good. Actually, hang on. I need to get the music back. Yeah, that's how I get the background music in these videos. I have the game going in the background. Yeah, it was just so good, and honestly, that is why I like the CDL. That's why I like watching this, because it is just so fun. So fun to watch. I don't know, it's just wild. And when I go to Major 3, I'm hoping I can meet Optic Texas. Maybe. It's possible. We'll have to wait and see. I might be able to. Just might, maybe. So, it's going to be very fun going to the Major 3 tournament. And tomorrow, Sunday, kicking off the day, we got the Riyadh Falcons against the Carolina Royal Ravens. We got Vancouver Surge against Boston Breach. We got Optic Texas against Cloud9. And we got G2 against FaZe Vegas. Let's look at the pick'ems that I did. Oh, and I called day one pretty much exactly. 3-0, 3-0. 3-1 is what I called, and it was 3. Or wait, did I? Oh, okay. Yeah, I called 3-0, and it was 3-0. I called 3-0 on this one, Cloud9 versus Falcons, and it went 3-1. I was close. The LA Thieves against Toronto Koi, 3-1, 3-1. I love it. I was so close. I forgot to put my pick'ems in for day 2 for today. So, yeah, is what it is. Tomorrow, I have the Ravens beating the Falcons 3-2. I like my Ravens. Hopefully they will. Hopefully they will not let me down. I've got Boston beating Surge 3-0. Sorry, Surge, you just don't have it. I've got Optic beating the new Cloud9 roster 3-0. That the new roster is showing potential, but I don't think that they are good enough yet to beat Optic Texas in any map. I really don't think they are. And last but not least, FaZe Vegas against G2. Looking at how G2 played today, I say 3-1 is going to be how that comes out, with FaZe Vegas winning. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for this video. I mean, this is just, I never thought that I would get into the CDL as much as I have. I have actually thoroughly enjoyed watching it and everything. I've even enjoyed playing ranked play. It's very fun playing ranked play. Um, yeah. But so May 14th, I'm going to be going to Atlanta for the Major 3. I'm going there the day before. And yeah, I am so excited. I've actually never been to Atlanta. I don't know how much I'm going to like the big city. We'll have to wait and see. For me, that's a big city, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to be everything I got for y'all. I don't think I have anything else. But I will catch y'all tomorrow night for the day 3 results, and let's see how close I got it. I'm really hoping that the Ravens beat the Falcons. I really am. Actually, hang on. Let's look at the current standings real quick. So the current standings for the Major 2 qualifiers. The LA Thieves are actually the top team. But they've played four maps or 4 matches where Optic Texas has only played 3, and they the Thieves are 4-0. 4-0. Paris Genomates 3-0. Optic Texas 3-0. FaZe Vegas are 2-1. These teams right here, these top 3 teams, I think are going to be the biggest competition in the league this year, with Paris Genomates and Optic Texas being the top 2 teams. I think they're going to be going back and forth throughout the entire season. I really do. But of course, at the very bottom, you have Cloud9, Vancouver Surge. But then you got Toronto Koi, Boston Breach. The Ravens have won 1. They've lost 2. Same with the Falcons, G2, the Heretics, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. It's going to be really interesting to see where it goes. But I think that's going to be everything I have for y'all tonight. And like I say, I will catch y'all tomorrow night in my next video and see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully it goes the way I think it's going to go. But I hope you have a great day. I will catch y'all in my next CDL video. If you watch my CDL stuff and not the rest of my stuff. But if you watch the rest of my stuff, I'll catch you in the next other video. Bye, y'all. Wait a second. There we go. I messed with the lighting on it.